Hey guys, this is Mr. Grice for Algebra and Algebra 2. Today we are talking about 1.1 notes, day 1 for Algebra, and 0.1 notes for Algebra 2. We're going to be simplifying and evaluating algebraic expressions. Our objective today is to be able to simplify and evaluate expressions using the order of operations. So what exactly are the order of operations? Now, a lot of you guys might have remembered something like PEMDAS. Okay, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. While that's a great mnemonic device to remember that, you don't always do multiplication before division and addition before subtraction. Okay, one of the ways I like to see it is please excuse my dear Aunt Sally this way, and just remember that these guys are in order from left to right. And we're going to be going through a bunch of those examples today. So the first thing that we need to look at is our grouping symbols. Okay, that's what the P stands for, the parentheses. All right, this includes parentheses, brackets, oh, and yes, it also absolute value. Okay, don't forget about those. Absolute value is the distance a number is from 0, okay? So we'll go through some of those. Exponents and roots. Remember that 3 squared means 3 times 3, which is 9. And the square root of 25 is 5, okay? Division and multiplication, just like I was saying, it needs to be done in order from left to right. Okay, so we've got our example right there. 18 divided by 6 times 3. You don't do 6 times 3 first. No. 18 divided by 6. Okay, 18 divided by 6 is 3, and then 3 times 3 is 9. If you do it this sad way, you would get, well, 18 or 6 times 3 is 18, and 18 divided by 18 is 1. Don't do that. That's going to make Miss Carranza and I cry. Okay? The same thing with addition and subtraction. Okay, it's got to be done from left to right. 4 minus 2 plus 7. You do not do, well, 2 plus 7 is 9, and then 4 minus 9 is negative 5. Okay, that is not what we're doing. Okay, 4 minus 2 is 2, and then 2 plus 7 is 9. Okay, so and you can't just be, well, I'm just going to shove everything into my calculator. Just remember, the calculator is only as smart as the person who's pushing the buttons. Okay, so you need to know what to do. All right, so now that we've briefly talked over those, let's go ahead and start the notes. Now, the answers are on the bottom. Don't just go straight to them and be like, oh, well, this says it's 32, I'm done. Remember, show each step. Okay, so our first one is 5 times 8 minus 2 to the 5th power divided by 4. So order of operations, I'm looking for parentheses. There aren't any. So the next thing I need to look for is exponents. So 2 to the 5th power, if you don't know that, remember that is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 4 is 16, and 16 times 2 is, yeah, 32. Okay, so we have minus 32 divided by 4. Okay, so now we've taken care of exponents. I see multiplication, subtraction, and division. Now, what I need to do first is multiplication, because from left to right, that is what I see. 5 times 8 is 40. And that's the only thing that changes, okay? Now, I can't subtract right now because there's that division right there, all right? Division comes before subtraction. So we have 32 divided by 4, which is 8. And then 40 minus 8 is 32. and then 32 is our final answer. Okay, now along with doing these videos, if at any time you feel you can do it yourself, pause it, do it yourself, and then play the video back so you can see if you got it right or not. Okay? All right, number 2. 12 divided by 3 plus 5 times the square root of 81. Now, order of operations say that I have to take exponents and roots. That's the E, that's the excuse. That comes first. So we still have 12 divided by 3 plus 5 times the square root of 81 is 9. Okay? So I see division, addition, and multiplication. Now from left to right, that comes first. 12 divided by 3 is 4, plus 5 times 9. Okay. I do multiplication before addition. 5 times 4 is, or 5 times 4, 5 times 9 is 45. And then my final answer, 4 plus 45 is 49. This stuff starting to get back, hopefully jog those memories. All right, number 3. This is the first time that we've seen parentheses, okay? Remember that we do what's inside the parentheses first. So 7 plus whatever 11 minus 3 is, which is, yeah, 8. Now I left a big blank there because I still have to do that because it's exponents, okay? 8 squared, it's not 16. 8 times 8, good, 64, okay? So now we have 7 plus 64 divided by 4. I can't add yet, order of operations, okay? 64 divided by 4 is, yeah, 16. And then 7 plus 16 is 23. Oh, not, sorry. 23, final answer. Is anybody following along on the bottom? How am I doing? I hope I'm doing right, otherwise Miss Carranza would hurt me. Okay, so what are those things again? Oh, absolute value. It's the distance a number is from 0, okay? So if we're doing a little review off to the side here, okay, the absolute value of 5 is 5 because it's 5 spaces away from 0. The absolute value of -5 is, dun, 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 yeah, it's 5 because it is still 5 places. Remember, distance is positive. Now, if I'm asking for the opposite of the absolute value, well, if I'm asking for the opposite, well, yeah, it's going to be a -5. Or the opposite of the absolute value of a -5. Once again, when it's on the outside, that's when it's going to be negative. Okay? So we just treat them like parentheses. We got to do what's inside. Okay? So inside my first one, 3 minus 15, well, that's, what is it? Yeah, -12. Now, order of operations still matter, okay? So -8 divided by 4 is -2. Okay, I'm not going to solve the absolute values yet because I still have this one on the right to clean up. Okay, -2 plus 7 is 5. Oh, sorry. Okay, now I can do the absolute values. The absolute value of a -12 is, yeah, +12. The absolute value of 5 is 5. Well, hopefully you were paying attention because that was the example that I just did. So 12 plus 5, 17. Final answer. All right, number 5. The first thing that I see is there are a ton of parentheses here, okay? So when there are a ton of parentheses, we're going to go all the way to the center. And that's what we're going to do first. Everything else stays the same. So I have the 6 minus 2, the bracket 5 squared minus divided by 4. So 3 plus 12 is 15. Okay? Now, order of operations. Can I subtract? No, I cannot subtract. Don't do that. Don't be that guy. Okay? I have to do exponents. So I have 6 minus 2. 5 squared is 25 minus 15. So I took a pair of brackets away. So you can keep the bracket. You can do the parentheses. We always change it to parentheses. Brackets normally when there are 2. Okay? Now, I still have inside the parentheses to take care of. Okay? So I can't do that 6 minus 2 yet because I'm too busy doing 25 minus 15, which is done. Okay. Now, order of operations. I have to multiply. Mr. Grice, I don't see multiplication. It's right here. When there's a number next to parentheses, that means to multiply. Okay? So, negative 2 times 10 is going to be, whoops, negative 20. Okay? Now we still have the division to take care of before I can subtract. And the negative 20 divided by 4, or 20 divided by 4 is 5. And then finally, 6 minus 5. Hopefully you did not use a calculator for that. We get 1. Okay, last one. I think we've done enough examples that you can try this one on your own. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video and good luck. Okay, so following order of operations, the first thing I had to do is take the square root. The square root of 36 is 6. 6 minus 2 times 9, well, 2 times 9 is 18. Now, order of operations subtraction comes before addition because it's from left to right. 6 minus 18 is negative 12. And then negative 12 plus 11, we get negative 1. What do we do on the bottom? Yep, got them all. We did it. Okay, so that's the first side. I'm going to do a whole nother video for side number 2. Okay, well, this is Mr. Grice signing off for Algebra and Algebra 2, Unit 1.1 Notes, Day 1, or 0.1 Notes, whichever one you're watching. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.